Life came to an end at the age of 16 after his glory on the football field took a sudden and tragic turn. Good afternoon. Family, friends, and the community will gather on the Brockton football field later today to remember Damon Janes. He died after he was severely injured during a game, and this has put the spotlight on safety in school sports. News 4's Anthony Kanji now has more on that.
Well, Teresa, 16-year-old Damon Janes died as a result of a head injury that he suffered on the football field Friday night. Head injuries and concussion awareness has been in the forefront of football in general, especially in the NFL and the NCAA, which has trickled down into the high school level in hopes of preventing another tragedy. At Section 6, which is based at Erie 1 BOCES, officials go through extensive training in what to look for if they believe an athlete suffers a head injury during a game, including 7 different hours-long sessions during a season. They also need to pass a National Federation exam. Now, if they feel an athlete has a concussion or a head injury, an official can now rule they are not allowed to return to play. They even overrule school trainers. Signs such as dizziness, inability to focus, and change in speech are symptoms that officials and coaches should look for. But when it comes to parents, Section 6's executive director says the most important thing is that they be honest with themselves.
If they think their student or child has sign and symptom of a concussion, they need to make sure that they do not play. And that's hard to do because obviously the student wants to play. That's why they're on a team. They want to play, and they might not be sharing any signs or telling their parents, but they need to look for that.
New state legislation was also adopted last year that gives schools requirements and recommendations when it comes specifically to head injuries. Now, obviously, that does not change the tragedy that happened in Brockton. As we mentioned, the community will be gathering for a candlelight vigil at the football field starting at 6 o'clock tonight. Reporting live, Anthony Kanji, News 4 at noon.
Thank you, Anthony. Now, calling hours for Damon Janes are tomorrow and Friday at the Morse Funeral Home on Highland Avenue in Brockton. Damon will be laid to rest Saturday morning at 11 at Lakeshore Assembly of God on East Main Street in Westfield. And we're also